Following the hire of Coach Josh Heupel, Vol fans soon learned he could be the coach to turn around the Tennessee football program. Not simply because of his record of flashy and exciting offenses, but because he's a guy that prioritizes culture, an aspect of the Tennessee football program that had plenty of cracks in it, highlighted by the NCAA investigation. Then in year 2, he snapped a 15-game losing streak to Alabama. But what might be the real turning point in this program was their win over Oklahoma. I'm Paige Dower. This is the Field Pass.
You coach up this game ball for you.
A truly incredible moment captured by Tennessee Athletics film crew after the Vols took down then number 15 Oklahoma on the road. That 10-second clip told us more than anything else has or could. And that handoff came from a first-year starting quarterback who got his first SEC win of his career on the road against the number 15 team in the country. He gave away his game ball to his head coach because it did mean more. And you don't just do that for anybody for any reason. That exchange told everybody that this is a team, not just a collection of individuals with an unreal level of talent, but a team who loves and respects each other and their head coach.
I knew it was Coach Hype coming back, to his original home. He went to college here, he coached here, so I knew it meant a lot to him. He didn't show it as much during the week, but we knew what it meant to him and what it meant to us.
And we gave the game ball to Coach Hype, so it was fun seeing him just have fun and do that, and we got this for him too.
And sometimes the love and pride that you have for your team and your teammates and your head coach shows itself in different ways. Another way it showed itself after Tennessee defeated Oklahoma was during Coach Josh Heupel's post-game press conference, where you could hear Luke Combs' song "Ain't No Love in Oklahoma" blaring from the locker room. Take a listen.
Long-term benefit you got in that type of game?
I think in this league, you got to be able to win different ways.
Sometimes the timing of this team is just pure cinema. Now, ever since the schedule was released and the matchup date was set, Coach Josh Heupel has reinforced that this was never about him, that this wasn't this homecoming narrative that we all kind of shaped it up to be. The team repeatedly claimed it's just two SEC teams meeting for the first time as conference opponents. But no one could ever deny that there was an added layer to this. And in an emotional post-game, locker room talk from their head coach, Josh Heupel, he acknowledged just that.
This game was never about me coming back here, not for this football team. And I say all that. They also understood that this one was a little bit different for me personally, too. But that's not what it was about. But I do appreciate, their recognition of that and wanting that for me.
And as many of you know, this was Heupel's first return to his home stadium in a decade, where he led the Sooners to the 2000 BCS national title, where he was the offensive coordinator and had one of the best offenses in the country, all the way to his firing in 2014. So in his 30 or so hour trip to Norman for the first time in a decade, his favorite part of the trip came down to the final few hours.
Walking off that field with a win felt pretty good.
While this was an away game for Tennessee, it was a home game for Heupel's family, one his late mother was very much looking forward to. And while they couldn't have the reunion they once envisioned, Heupel says he still had a chance to connect with a number of people who had a profound impact on his late mother's life.
I've gotten a chance to meet a lot of the people that had an impact on my mom while she was here. And there's a bunch that I haven't, but I just want to say thank you for the relationships and what you meant to her. So thank you.
And the reason I believe Saturday's win against Oklahoma was the signature win for this program is for completely different reasons than when Tennessee defeated Alabama at home in 2022 and you see Coach Josh Heupel smoking a cigar on the field. That's a moment that can't be topped. But so too is their win over Oklahoma. It's another moment and another post-game locker room moment that also can't be topped for a number of different reasons, but for very important reasons in their own right, as the former Sooners quarterback receives the game ball after they defeated his former team, of which he says will be in a very special place.
It'll go in the office for sure, yeah. But I don't know, there have been a couple of them, first win, those type of things.
hopefully right and center. We'll also hear from the team later this week, so definitely make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Also, from last week, I know we had talked about, and I just want to mention it before I let you all go, that I was running the Race for the Summit 5K. I know a number of you all wished me luck, so I wanted to give you guys an update because it's also a good one. You might actually see it, that bib up there, 1816. I actually came in first place for the women, 5th overall. I ran a time of 21:20, which is just about like a 6:52 pace. So not too bad for my first race in about a decade, which seems kind of crazy to think. But again, I appreciate all the good luck messages from that episode. Definitely turned out about as good as it could. So maybe I'll actually get an itch and continue to race and maybe train next time as well. That might serve me well and get a bit of a faster time as well. But just wanted to say that I saw the messages and I appreciated it. So yeah, just make sure to subscribe and like and engage. I see it all and I really appreciate it. And I'll be back later this week for more on Tennessee football.